When Spain relinquished control of the Philippines in 1898, a new era began under American rule, spanning until 1946. The United States came with promises of progress and fairness, but many Filipino leaders, having learned the art of deception from their Spanish predecessors, exploited these aspirations for their gain. The question remains, did we trade one oppressor for another? One pivotal piece of legislation from this period was the Jones Law of 1916, designed to empower Filipinos in governance and pave the way for independence. However, this goodwill was tragically undermined by dishonest local officials who misappropriated funds meant for vital community initiatives. Resources intended for schools, hospitals, and infrastructure were instead siphoned off into the pockets of corrupt politicians. Take, for instance, the Priority Development Assistance Fund, PDAF, which was established to bolster community development. Instead of serving the people, some politicians exploited this fund for personal luxuries, shiny cars, lavish homes, and even funneled money to friends and business associates in exchange for favors. This blatant theft ignited public outrage as citizens witnessed their hard-earned money being squandered, while their communities languished. Reports indicate that billions of pesos were lost to corruption during this era, leading many Filipinos to feel disillusioned. Despite American intentions to foster a better government, local corruption persisted, and the dream of a transformed society slipped further out of reach. Several notable scandals further highlighted these corrupt practices during American colonization. The Philippine Commission Scandal, 1900s, established by the U.S. to govern the Philippines, the Commission faced allegations of corruption, particularly involving land leases, leading to a breach of public trust. The Insul Scandal, early 1930s. This scandal revolved around the Manila Electric Company, Meralco, where politicians were accused of accepting bribes for favorable conditions, showcasing a severe misuse of power. Mismanagement of public works funds. Throughout American rule, many funds meant for essential infrastructure were mismanaged or diverted for personal use, leaving communities deprived of critical services. The tobacco monopoly, 1903, reforms in the tobacco industry introduced corruption as officials profited from illegal sales, betraying the very farmers the reforms were meant to help. Civil service corruption. Nepotism and favoritism plagued civil service appointments, resulting in inefficiency and the lack of accountability in governance. Despite the shadow of corruption, the Philippines remains grateful for American contributions to our development. The English language opened global connections, and American democratic principles laid the groundwork for our own governance. Now, it's our responsibility to wield this knowledge to combat corruption, just as they successfully did. What if we had remained an American colony? Would we have witnessed less corruption? If you're passionate about raising awareness and combating corruption in the Philippines, I invite you to visit my YouTube channel, KleptoStop.Philippines, for resources and insights. Together, let us strive for accountability and transparency. God bless the Philippines.